With Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 51 looming over the horizon, we have brand new spoilers for the upcoming manga chapter that not only gives us more information as to what is to be expected following the events of Moro's battle against Goku, Vegeta, and the Daikaio, but also goes as far as to shed some light as to what is to be expected as we move ever so closer towards the climax of the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc, along with potentially the conclusion of the Moro arc in the next few months, as we've come to the ultimate revelation that Vegeta had decided to separate himself with Goku in the previous manga chapter for Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 50, but we don't know why Vegeta had decided to go to Planet Yardrad. And with the recent leaks and spoilers for the upcoming manga chapter, we have a little bit of information as to what is to be expected involving Moro's upcoming battle against Vegeta, Goku, and the Daikaio coming up next, to in which we are going to be covering the entire Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 51 special on this channel in English. So if you guys are new to the channel, then be sure to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. That way you guys can be the first ones to be notified whenever that video is going to be posted onto the channel. And give this video a big thumbs up and slapping that like button down below if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited to find out what happens in this upcoming manga chapter next. So the upcoming Dragon Ball Super manga chapter is going to kick things off with Moro's men having to go back on the ship in which they originally arrived on planet Namek with. So if you guys pay close attention, it would appear that Moro seems to be getting younger and younger and younger each and every single time he begins to absorb energy. So being that he's trying to figure out where Goku and Vegeta went to, his primary concern is to continuously grow in power. So as you can see in the next page having to be shown, Moro's body is changing, Moro's power is increasing, and that's because every single time he's consuming energy of a singular planet, it would appear that his energy is just growing tenfold. So that's interesting to me in the fact that it would appear that he's asking his men to go out and about and wreak havoc all throughout the universe, because remember, Moro does not believe in peace, he does not believe in settlement, he does not believe in any of that. So in the third page having to be shown, we observe how Moro is inside of the ship, and the Universe 7 counterparts to Universe 6 that appears to be Vegeta and the other characters that resemble Finn from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, they're piloting the ship, right? So being that everyone is leaving the ship, Moro doesn't appear to have a primary agenda other than consuming energy. I'm not too sure if he's too concerned with Goku or Vegeta. He is wondering where they went, but he's not too concerned about them, because remember, initially Moro didn't even have the need to fight them to begin with, so they end up leaving Planet Namek. So no, Planet Namek has not been destroyed, it looks to be intact, it looks to be there, but it would appear that Moro had drained all of the life from Planet Namek, so I'm only going to go as far as to assume that there's essentially no more life on Planet Namek. And just to clear the record, it would appear that the recent rumors of Frieza having to be on Planet Yardrad with his army, as we talked about on the previous video, seem to have been incorrect. So no, there is no Frieza, there are no Frieza Force in this manga chapter, so the information that we provided was incorrect. So again, I do want to go on ahead and apologize for that. However, we go back to MERUS, Goku, and everyone else on the ship, and it would appear that Majin Buu, once again, has fallen asleep. And I'm not sure if this is a good or a bad thing. I'm fairly certain that this is a bad thing, considering the fact that probably this is somewhat of a technique used by the Daikaio to swap out with Buu. But either way, Buu is on the floor, he appears to be sleeping, and Vegeta seems to be sitting on a bed as he's going to Planet Yardrad, and he's very angry. He seems to be focused, he seems to be calm, but he seems to be very rattled by the fact that he couldn't do anything to defeat Moro. So keep that in mind. And the pilot that's on the ship seems to be also angry in the fact that Vegeta is barking orders at him. But when we go back to Moro's army, it would appear that Moro had commanded them to do whatever they want, and it would appear they showed up on a planet that resembles that of Pui Pui's people. If you guys remember back in Dragon Ball Z, we had Pui Pui, right? And Pui Pui was under the control of Babidi when he fought against Vegeta. So in this manga chapter, it would appear that those same species of creatures are the same individuals that are being raided now by Moros people. So that's very interesting to me, in the fact that we get to see how they seem to be after this massive chest piece. Whatever's inside this chest, we don't know. We are going to find out later on today once the manga chapter does drop, but we notice how they're invading this planet and they're killing everybody. They're literally ripping these individuals apart. So the Pui species are dying, and finally, once they get to this massive crate, this massive chest, they open it up and there's lots of gold, there's a crown, there's medallions, you know, just typical pirate kind of stuff. So these dudes are literal space pirates. They're running around, they're killing people, they're stealing stuff, and by the end, I really love how the Hit character, the person that looks like Hit, he unleashes like these energy beams from his eyes, and he literally destroys a bunch of them just within a flash. So that's a pretty cool thing. And as we observe them having to leave and go back on the ship, Moro is taking the planet's energy. So like I just said, they're going from planet to planet, they're stealing stuff, they're killing people, and they're draining the energy of the planet and then moving on. So these dudes are literal space pirates, plus having a Baphomet-like satanic character show up and drain the planet of its very energy. Sort of like a Genki Dama, but in reverse. He's eating that as he's going along. But as we also observe, once he absorbs the energy, once Moro absorbs the planet's energy, he's getting even younger and younger and younger. So this dude's potential seemingly is like infinite in a sense, but when we go back to MERUS and Goku, what I really love here is the fact that Goku challenges MERUS. Goku challenges MERUS and they begin to spar. So there's something about MERUS. He has somewhat of an ability that puts him ahead of the curve, because every single time Goku attempts to throw a shot, MERUS dodges. Somewhat like Ultra Instinct, right? But no, he does not have Ultra Instinct, don't get that confused. He's really good at dodging, right? So, once we see Goku go from base in trying to attack this dude, all of a sudden, Goku goes from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. So MERUS can easily match Super Saiyan 3 Goku post-Tournament of Power. I'm not sure what this means. I'm really not sure as to how strong MERUS is, but in the long run, it would only appear that he's only dodging Goku, right? And for now, that's all the information we have until we discover more later on today. So there's something about MERUS that could be put to use here in the fact that it would appear that he's easily able to go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And by the end of this manga chapter, right, it is insinuated that Vegeta's journey to planet Yardrat has only just begun, and at some point it would appear, due to DBS Chronicles on Twitter, that at some point we are going to see Goku and Vegeta train again before fighting Moro. So Moro right now is just on a rampage. He's getting stronger and stronger. There doesn't seem to be letting up from the guy, and being that he's just constantly taking energy, there's no stopping or there's no limit to his power, and the fact that nobody that he's fought thus far seems to be even putting a dent in him. So while Vegeta is going to planet Yardrat, he seems to be rattled, but he does have a plan. He does want to discover something, or at least achieve something. As to what that is, we're gonna find out later today. But on top of all of that, we also have brand new screenshots for the upcoming Dragon Ball Z video game entitled Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, in which we do have now the confirmation that we are going to be extending the story far into the Majin Buu saga, in which we get to observe some very beautiful screenshots having to be shown from the Saiyan saga, from the Frieza saga. So with that being said, the game is also going to offer some mini games in which we haven't seen be done in Fighters or Xenoverse, and that's having to participate in extra mini games that have to do with Dragon Ball fillers, such as the episode where Goku and Piccolo were basically going for their driver's license, so that's going to be included. And there is going to be additional information about the Majin Buu saga, about the Cell saga. We know that in the Cell saga you're able to basically play as Teen Gohan and Trunks, but for the Majin Buu saga, it's safe to assume that right now you're not only able to play as Goku, but perhaps maybe Vegeta, maybe Ultimate Gohan. For that, we're going to have to wait on more information until that's released, but a lot of people are beginning to ask the question if Dragon Ball Super content is going to be included, and as of right now, we don't know. We can only speculate and say that it is going to be included in some way, shape, or form. Perhaps, maybe, if not in the actual game, then as a part of DLC, but until then, we're going to have to simply wait and see. So, by the end of this, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. What are your thoughts on the upcoming manga chapter spoilers? Are you guys excited? Are you guys a tad bit disappointed? Because it would appear that things are beginning to get ramped up for the manga itself, because Moro's getting stronger, his army seems to be intact, Goku's looking for a plan, and Vegeta now is on planet Yardrat. So a lot of things are beginning to intensify, but I'm also beginning to beg the question as to what exactly is going to be the conclusive battle that leads to Moro's finale with Goku and Vegeta along with the Daikaio. So post your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Thank you all so much for watching once more. If of course you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single video. Be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for more awesome Dragon Ball content to come. Tune back in for more. Follow me on Twitter and Discord. All the links to that will be located down below, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section. Take it easy, guys. Peace!
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!